Hey, we're back again. So guys, I've told you before about pressing flowers or pressing leaves so that you can save them forever. And you know how to put it. I think most of you, even kindergarten, you know how to take a big thick old book. I'll just go buy one at a garage sale or something, somebody's old dictionary, and I'll put some flowers in there and press them. They can't be flowers that are like too crispy or too thick. They have to be kind of flat to begin with. Fern leaves are good. Fennel, you know the fennel, that's what the swallowtails lay their eggs on. And you can make the most beautiful flowers, but it does take a little bit longer. So you know me, I like everything quickly and easily. So I bought this thing. It's a flower press, and it's like a great big plastic sandwich. Looks like a waffle sort of. This is stained from flowers that I have pressed in it, and it has woolen pads, sheep's wool. Hey, there's another thing they make them with, and some shirt material. And you take flat flowers and leaves and you put them in here gently. You cover them with the sheeting. You cover them with the wool. And that one I did a little too long in the microwave, but we won't talk about that. And you stop laughing, parents. And you take it and you put it between the sandwich. Waffle sandwich, and then it has these little holders. Now, and oh, I didn't need to put those extra ones on there. Hold on, that makes it too thick. Learn from my mistakes. I'm not Martha Stewart. Okay, here we go. So you put them in there and waffle side out, and then these are the little holders right here. And you have to be careful. I know I keep tossing this around kind of up and down and everything. You'll have to be a little more careful. I'm just doing this for speed because we're running out of battery time. And you put them all on there. You put them all on there. Yeah, put it all on there. And then you put it in the microwave and you give it 1 minute and 20 seconds. And then you take it out and you check it very carefully. Feel your hands over it. See if it's still moist. If it is, another way is your lips are very sensitive. There are lots of nerve endings in there, and you touch your lips to one of the flowers. And if it feels a little bit moist, yep, not ready yet. Give it another 30 seconds. I had to experiment too. I mean, hello. So you might make a few mistakes, but these still work just fine. And then I've used a knife, a really thin knife, to kind of get them off after they've cooled a little bit. But this thing works so well. It's one of those little staple getter outers. I just wanted to show it to you. I got it at Office Depot. See? Ta-da, big technology for Terry. And it gets them off just fine. And I'm able to make all kinds of flowers. Now this is my flower that the kids know I love these, and we've planted these in their garden at school. These are called violas. And I store them in here between, whoop, I gotta put this on because the wind is blowing. I store them in here between layers of paper. And then what I do is, I bought some of this stuff at Michael's called Mod Podge. I thought it was Mod Podge, but it's Mod Podge. And it's really just Elmer's glue, kind of watered down. You can use either one. You can add a little water to this if you don't have this at home. And you need some kind of brush. I probably stole this from Mrs. Nolan, don't tell her. And you dip it in there and you take one of these flowers. And this is something pretty you can do with your eggs. Now some people are going to be giving eggs as gifts in a little while. Let's open it up. There we go. All right, goopy fingers. Get a little bit on there. My flower just blew away. That's all right, I'll get another one out. You put a little bit on. Make the wind stop. And I'll get another flower out. And stick it on there. It's not that hard. You guys know you have more delicate fingers than mine. I have big giant Shrek fingers. Stop laughing, Monica. And then you paint it down. That's all. Just goop all over it. The whole flower. It won't show after. It all turns clear. And you can cover a whole egg with these. It's so nice to do quietly at the kitchen table. Much easier than outside in the wind. but that's okay. And how is it that every time we do this, there's always a gardener blowing or a chainsaw going? Okay? Flowers. Just put it in there to dry. Anybody can make those. Last summer I had tiger lilies. And I dried some of those. Look how I even was able to preserve the pollen, the anthers on a stamen, remember kindergarten? To a stigma on a style. Pollen grains must travel and stay a little while. And then you know the reason for each flower, even weeds. The purpose of a flower is to make, you better have said seeds. But I laminated it in one of those things where you sandwich it between plastic and it irons it closed. How cool is that? Now I have it forever and I can teach with it. This is called a tiger lily, which is such a dumb name because it's not striped. Don't you think they should call it a leopard lily? Or I can hear Chandra now. No, they should call it a cheetah lily. I hear you, Chandra. Anyway, I hope you guys might try some of this stuff at home. These are online. What's the name of it? It's called a microfleur, F-L-E-U-R, in French. And they're about $40, I think, but I've never been sorry I bought one, and I play with it all the time. I miss you very much. I hope you guys are doing okay at home, and I'll sure be here for you. So take care, and we'll see you on the next video chat with Monica and Mrs. T.